This is Nightline. Tonight, Matcha Madness. We take you to Japan to meet the Americans quitting their jobs to go work in the fields on a matcha farm.
So why come halfway around the world to work for free?
As stars from the Kardashians, the Real Housewives flood pop culture with the trendy green drink.
Is your matcha good? Is it ceremonial grade?
But is this overwhelming demand for the caffeinated tea pushing harvesters to the limit? Plus, Beverly Hills Tell-All. Real Housewives star Dorit Kemsley, known for flashy fashion in that rose gold Bentley.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday, baby.
No, PK.
Now getting candid about her contentious divorce.
His legal team claims that you spent nearly $1 million on clothes and travel in 14 months while the mortgage went unpaid. What's the actual story?
And the harrowing home robbery, she says, changed her life.
He charged at me and took me down to the ground and had a gun to my head.
After nearly 10 years of bringing the drama, is she done with reality TV?
Can you imagine if I dropped a big bomb here?
And mystery in the manholes. Who are these men seen dropping into New York City's sewer system? From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Good evening, thank you for joining us. Tonight, the growing popularity of matcha, now sparking supply issues overseas. My Nightline co-anchor Juju Chang traveled to Wazuka, Japan to meet some Americans so obsessed with the caffeinated green drink they abandoned promising careers back home to intern on a matcha farm for free.
They're not as creepy crawly as I thought they were going to be. To me, they look like little pine cones.
Yeah, you're right.
Picking moth larvae is not what I expected to be doing at the matcha farm, but it's therapeutic.
Oh, it feels so satisfying.
Thousands of bugs called minomushi wreaking havoc on these fragile leaves, completely unaware of how precious they are.
People aren't the only ones who like matcha.
We traveled 7,000 miles to Wazuka, Japan to get a bug's eye view of matcha madness.
I don't know what I was envisioning, but I didn't think it would look like this, honestly.
The mountainous rural town, now the epicenter of a growing crisis fueled by immense demand.
When I say I want matcha, this is what I mean.
In recent years, it's become one of the internet's hottest drinks.
Matcha delivery.
Many craving matcha, from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills
Is your matcha good? Is it ceremonial grade?
to the Kardashians,
This is my famous matcha latte recipe.
to Gen Z Grammy winner Laffy's TikTok account dedicated to her global matcha adventures.
Reviewing matcha in Germany.
Mexico City.
Sao Paulo right now.
The caffeinated beverage so trendy, sales in the U.S. jumped nearly 90% between 2022 and 2025. But these days, old-school organic farmers are struggling to keep up.
So when people say there's a matcha crisis, what does that mean to you?
Low supply, high demand. There's a lot of different factors, like people are wanting Japanese-specific matcha. Japan is quite small. It's about the same size as California.
Jace Camarillo moved from Richmond, Virginia, to live and intern at D Matcha outside Kyoto.
Why do you think Americans are so obsessed with matcha?
It's a very delicious drink, and I think a lot of people are stepping away from high caffeine options. And with matcha, there is like L-theanine in it, so it helps balance those jitters. So a lot of people are receiving matcha caffeine a lot better, and it is a very aesthetic drink. It's beautiful.
For weeks, Jace helped prepare for the high-grade harvest, planting, fertilizing, and trimming leaves.
Do you think people understand where matcha really comes from?
I don't think so. Some people think that it's already like a powder. I don't think people really understand the amount of like labor and processing that matcha goes through to get to that stage.
So why come halfway around the world to work for free?
You're able to have a very strong sense of peace. If I just am quiet for one moment, you'll just hear it all, and it's really amazing to take in.
Let's pause for some birdsong, shall we?
Just 6% of the tea grown in Japan is matcha, and millions of dollars are exported to meet global appetites.
Then go ahead, you can just eat it. It might just taste like a salad.
It's a little peppery. This is a lot of labor. This takes a lot of...
The internship program at D Matcha is highly competitive.
It's like harder to get into than an Ivy League college.
They choose like 2 to 3 per month, and I think there were 400 applicants.
In our application, we ask people, about their interest in tea and what they love about tea and what makes them excited to come work in the Japanese countryside.
Emma Chaban leads digital marketing at Matcha. Just last year, she was at MIT, completing a master's degree in computer and cognitive science. But instead of pursuing a lucrative career in AI, the 24-year-old chose a more organic life.
How did your friends and family react when you're like, I'm working for free on a matcha farm on an internship?
Everybody was like, that is crazy, but that sounds awesome. When I said, hey, actually, I'm going to go back and live in Japan on the matcha farm full time, some of my friends were saying things like, oh, you finally escaped the system, like you're able to
You beat the machine.
Yeah, you beat the machine, and you're kind of able to go and do what you love and pursue your passions.
And it's not just Americans who come to Matcha. People from all over the world have interned or stopped by for farm tours. This group included visitors from Canada, Germany, and Russia.
There's a lot of things that go into making good matcha, and so it's quite complicated to be able to meet the demand.
It's not easy to mass produce matcha.
It's not so easy to mass produce matcha. Here, everything we do is manual.
As you see, we locate in the valley, so we really cannot be scalable. Really big production site, flat, can introduce gigantic machine, can reduce the cost so much.
Daiki Tanaka, a businessman turned farmer, started Matcha in 2016.
What makes your matcha particularly good?
This landscape. It gets very foggy, and a huge temperature difference makes tea naturally more sweeter and a stronger taste.
But these days, global temperatures are getting too high and straining supply.
Summer is quite the important season for the tea. Too much heat, they cannot make healthy leaves and branches. That really decrease the amount of next spring harvest.
Spring or first harvest is what Americans more commonly call ceremonial grade. The high-quality matcha, partially grown under shade and picked by hand, a tradition passed down by older generations.
Another part of the matcha crisis is that a lot of the matcha farmers are retiring, and their children don't want to continue matcha farming.
Even the elder farmers, they continue the farming. When we came here, they're still doing. Yeah. They said they're like 85.
Last year, the number of independent farmers in Japan shrank almost 25% to a record low of roughly 1 million. Only about 30% of those are under the age of 65.
それももうこれ過疎化になってほんまに若い子誰もいてくれはらんしね。
83-year-old Yoko Konishi and her 88-year-old husband Tomotsugu are one of 7 families who sold their farms to Daiki. The Konishis had farmed this land for 10 generations, over 300 years.
3代、4代、5代。
Until their son chose a different path.
日本がバブルでものすごい景気が良かったから、もうお父さんこの会社に勤めたら10年ぐらい経ったら1500万ぐらいになるので、もう100兆あとでもせいでも600万ぐらいしか用取らなかったから、もう諦めてもう長男を出しました。
What made you comfortable selling your land?
それできになってあれした時主人がちょうど入院してましたんでね。それで自分でいろいろ決めなかったから。
もう力ではできなかったからもう100兆はもうやめよう。それでもうお宅へ。
I really feel it's meaningful because like for them it's quite important asset.
They don't want to just sell it to somebody who's going to...
Of course, like even just say we want to buy, it's a bit rude, but like people saw we invested so much. We work from the really early morning to night, so they really appreciate our commitment. That's really honor, and then we feel more responsibility for that. Around 2 grams.
Matcha is part of a younger generation, stepping in to preserve centuries of Japanese heritage.
Is there a specific way to drink?
Put one hand on the below.
Okay.
And shape of the sea. And hold it, and then let's enjoy.
Okay, amazing. What has matcha taught you so far, do you think, both philosophically and from a scientific perspective?
I think in the US, oftentimes I was, in school, rushed, always looking at the next thing. But Nowadays, especially when it comes to matcha, I've found that I really like to slow down. I'm just taking in the moments and appreciating things, little things just throughout my days.
Our thanks to Juju. And when we come back, we're with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Dorit Kemsley.
If I can smell your breath, you're too close.
Why she says the intensity of the show contributed to her marriage imploding.
His legal team claims that you spent nearly $1 million on clothes and travel in 14 months while the mortgage went unpaid. What's the actual story?
Welcome back. Dorit Kemsley is not known for holding back. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star unafraid to go toe-to-toe in some of the show's fiercest moments. But the reality TV star says now is the time to tell her story with all its drama in her voice alone. Here's ABC's Kelly Carter.
When you're on a reality show and you just put it all out there, it leaves a lot of room for judgment and things to be twisted.
Dorit Kemsley. You look unbelievable.
I need to have fashion, 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 fashion oozing out of me.
It's one of the longest running stars on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I might look like a doll, but don't wind me up.
Brandishing brand new Bentleys.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday, baby.
No.
And always keeping it chic.
A lavender candle.
It's very chic.
These are the hats.
So chic.
This summer, in a new memoir, the 49-year-old reality star is writing her own story.
What made you want to tell your story now?
With all of the trials and tribulations that I've gone through in the last few years, it felt like the right time for me to tell my story in my words.
Opening up about the horrific armed robbery inside her Encino home in 2021.
Overcoming PTSD and navigating a public separation, I just reached a point where I had to let go.
And sharing intimate details of her separation from British businessman Paul Kemsley.
If a marriage is not strong, then being on the show can contribute to those fractures getting bigger.
In 2016, Dorit joined the Bravo franchise in its 7th season, making a diamond-studded splash.
And that is how you get a Birkin.
There had always been talks about, this curse for couples, that once you join, couples end in divorce. But PK and I felt our marriage, our connection was so strong.
Her then husband, Paul Kemsley, known as PK, a talent manager for British pop artist Boy George.
There was just an undeniable chemistry between PK and I.
Documenting their decade-long marriage with their son Jagger and daughter Phoenix.
Go wish Mummy happy birthday.
When did you feel things start to change between you and PK?
After the home invasion, I was so different to who I'd always been. I was a shell of myself. And when you're at your lowest, you really need your person that in sickness and in health, he really wasn't around very much. And I think that maybe was the beginning of the end.
In 2024, the couple announced their separation after 9 years of marriage. Dorit later filed for divorce in 2025.
What I've learned is that you don't divorce the same man you married.
His legal team claims that you spent nearly $1 million on clothes and travel in 14 months while the mortgage went unpaid.
Obviously, when things go out into the public, you're not getting the full story. Eventually, there'll be two sides to the story. A lot of what is being said out there is not accurate. I wouldn't say that if there wasn't evidence to back it up.
You've been referred to by his reps as erratic regarding your spending. When we think about the 2021 home invasion, how much was erratic and how much was really trauma?
Well, I think that's definitely something that PK was, hinting at, but a lot of that was that he really couldn't wrap his head around or understand, the nature of PTSD.
In 2021, while her children slept, the Kemsleys' Encino home was broken into and robbed of an estimated $1 million worth of luxury items.
I was laying in my bed, all the lights were off, and I heard my door open. All of a sudden, the silhouette of an adult male was in front of me, and only until he charged at me and took me down to the ground and had a gun to my head did it hit me that this is it. This is how I die.
Oh my God.
There was 2 men in the bedroom. The other one was screaming, just effing kill her already. Just effing kill her already. The whole time I kept thinking, please God, please don't let my kids wake up. And thank God they didn't.
And when reflecting on her unapologetic opulence on the series, Dorit is clear about the role she plays.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it's the bags, it's the money, it's the access.
Right.
Did any of that enter your mind, that being on this show and showcasing your lifestyle contributed to what ultimately happened to you?
Undoubtedly, for sure. And there was a lot of guilt that came with that. Immediately after, I didn't feel the same love for designer handbags. I felt bitter towards it. By the way, that didn't last too long, I'm just gonna say. Just to lighten the mood a little. But no, it's showing the wealth and the handbags and the jewelry. It's almost like an advertisement. Doesn't make it right by any means, but that definitely contributed to it.
After publishing Unburdened, out now, she says she hopes her story can inspire fans through challenging times.
You were on fire this season. I loved it.
Oh, I love you guys. I love you. Thank you so much.
People lined up with book in hands, waiting to meet you. What does that feel like?
Honestly, it makes me feel emotional.
Are we going to get a 10th season of Dorit on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Can you imagine if I dropped a big bomb here?
I would love it if you did.
I know. Well, of course. Honestly, I can't tell you exactly. If I decide not to come back, I absolutely would let everyone know. I don't think I'm finished. There's a lot left to see.
Our thanks to Kelly. When we come back, why is this mysterious group slipping into New York City's manholes? And finally tonight, New York City's manhole mystery. Here's ABC's Aaron Katersky.
Watch this group of men with flashlights and waders pry open a manhole cover in Queens and slip into the sewer. 7 guys, some with headlamps and shovels, did the same thing in Brooklyn, dropping in one by one. This has happened 3 times recently. Each time, the NYPD and Department of Environmental Protection sent in inspectors and said they found nothing amiss, insisting our infrastructure is safe. Police see no threat. They believe these urban scavengers were looking for valuables, but they would like to identify them because entering the sewer system is illegal. It is also dangerous. Sewers can contain numerous hazards, including noxious and potentially deadly gases, unstable surfaces, flooding risks, and confined spaces.
Our thanks to Aaron. That's Nightline for this evening. Catch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.